Guys, today we are going to be preparing African food, and it is called pete pete, but mostly it is made in Ghana. So the most important thing you need here is yam. Even though it is cut in pieces, it is yam and it is not cooked yet. If you want to use it, you don't have to cook the yam first. You have to make it raw, and you have to need fish, and this is also dry fish. But if you want to cook it, you have to put it inside the water for 2 or 3 minutes because it is too much salty. And you are going to be needing some eggs, but it's not necessary. But the most important thing you need is meat. You can use chicken, cow meat, goat meat, pig, any kind of meat that you want. And you can use fish, but the fish too is not that really important. The most important thing is the meat. And you are going to be needing some tomato, some onions. You can use the white onion or the red onion, but if you want, you can mix it together, and that one too is fine. And this is spices. This is shrimp spices, and this is salt because you are going to be needing this. And most importantly, you are going to be needing ginger, garlic, and pepper. You can paste them together, or if you want, you can just cut them into pieces like this. And you are going to be needing pear, but this we are going to be using it late hour. We are not going to be using it now, so it's not really important to explain it now. It's not really important to explain it now. And we are going to be needing red oil. Most importantly, it is made with red oil. You can't use sunflower, olive oil. No, you need red oil, pure natural red oil. But you can use the olive oil and sunflower oil, but most importantly, you need red oil because it is called pete pete. Coming to start preparing the food, first you need to put the dry fish in an empty bowl or something like this to cook it. Then you need to add 2 cups of water. That's the cup, but it depends on the amount of food you want to cook. If it is little, you use only 1 cup of water. If it is plenty, you use only 2 cups of water. And you have to make sure that the gas is high so that the fish, the meat, the jam, and everything can boil very well. And then you need to add the kobe, the dry kobe, and then you need to add some garlic, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of ginger, and all the pepper. Then next you add onions, and then you add salt, just a tiny bit of salt, tiny, and a tiny bit of the shrimp spices, 2 spoons as you can see. Then you have to cover it. You can use plates, anything that is coverable. Now as you can see, it's boiling like crazy, and you can see, oh man, Dios mío, it smells great already. Then you add the meat. We are using chicken, so let's just say we add the chicken. Then you mix it. Oh man, it smells great. I can't wait to eat it, man. And now we are going to add the tomato. Then we have to add a pasted tomatoes, a tin tomatoes. Just 1 spoon. and then cover it and leave it to boil for like about 1 or 2 minutes. After it boils for 1 or 2 minutes, then you have to add the eggs. As you can see, add them. You can use 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the amount you want. Then you add the rest of the garlic and the ginger. Then you add a little bit of the shrimp spices. Then you cover it and let it boil for 5 minutes. This time 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you have to look for the Kobe. This is the Kobe. You have to remove it and place it in a different plate, and then mix it a little bit. And now we are going to be adding the yams. Ooh, it smells great. I wish you guys were here to just taste it a little bit. Ooh. You need to add a yam. After that, you need to cover it and leave it for 5 or 6 minutes. After 5 or 6 minutes, you need to remove the cover and then add red oil. But first, you need to remove the eggs and then add red oil or olive oil or sunflower oil, any oil that you have at home. Then you add it. You have to add enough of oil, not too much, not too little, but enough. Then now you are going to add the rest of the onion. And then leave it to boil. But this time, make sure you don't cover it all up. You need to leave a little bit, just like how this is, and then leave it for 2 minutes, only 2 minutes, and then we are going to start the pete pete. Leaving it for only 2 minutes. You remove the cover, and then take some of the yam. Only if you want to, you take some of the yam. And now what we are going to do is mash it. Since it is called pete pete, you need to mash some of the yams. But if you want, you can leave the yam inside there and then mash it, or you can just separate the yam and mash it. Then you cover it and leave it for 2 minutes. After leaving it for 1 or 2 minutes, you need to remove it. Like how I showed you first, you have to mash the yams so that it looks thick like this. You see, you have to make sure it looks thick like this. You have to mash most of the yams, but not all of them, so that it looks thick like this. And after that, that's all. The food is ready. It's ready to be eaten. After you're done, this is how it's going to look like. You need to put a little bit of it in a bowl if you want. Like how I was saying, this is the pear. I told that we are going to be using it late hour after we are done cooking. So these are the pear. You need to cut the pear into pieces, then place it on the food. Then you need to add the eggs. You can put the eggs full like that, or if you want you can just cut them. Then you have to add the Kobe. If you remember in the video, I said we had to remove some Kobe and some of the fish. So this is it. You have to put it all on it. And voila, we are ready to eat. You take a little bit of the pie, then you take a little bit of the peta, and then Woo, it's really good. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe,